Welcome back, guys. We are finally going to be talking about X-Men 97. This is going to be a season review slash talking about the finale. I'm still at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for words. This season really blew my mind. I wanted to give it a day before I was talking about the season because I know a lot of people have either not watched it yet, haven't had a chance due to life. But I wanted to talk about this. I figured at least give it a day, try to be respectful. So if you guys have not seen any of this season yet, or the show, or even you don't know what's going on, you may have to go back and rewatch X-Men, the 90s, which I'm probably going to have to do that myself. This season was absolutely freaking incredible. I don't know how else to describe it. The last episode with Bastion using all the Sentinels and pretty much declaring war against humanity as well, and then Magneto and Xavier having to be in Magneto's mind and seeing the trauma that Magneto went through as going in infiltration camps at a young age, and his parents dying by the Germans, and then his whole thing of being a mutant and just all this stuff, man. And seeing Bastion go up against all these characters. Dude, there were so many characters that were revealed in here from all 90s, from, Captain America to Daredevil to Iron Man to Black Panther to what was I can't remember the name. You guys got to help me out. The one that's like a cloak or whatever. I can't remember the name. But most of all, for a lot of 90s kids, man. I mean, we saw, Omega Red. We saw freaking, bro. We got to see Peter Parker and Mary Jane together again. That was something a lot of people that is an OG Spider-Man fan of the 90s, like myself, that we never got to see. And now we finally have. I felt like a little boy watching this all day, man. I felt like I was a little kid again. I fell in love with X-Men again. This warmed my heart because they are doing the right thing. They're so far, that's why I think so many people are loving this series. But seeing one team go up against Bastion, the other team, and then finally everybody coming together to fight against Bastion, and then bring back Magneto, and then help him, and then Rogue beating the shit out of Bastion, man. I mean, she literally, like Gambit was the name, remember it, and just beating the mess out of this guy. And, then at the very end, having Charles, Magneto, Beast, Rogue, Nightcrawler in ancient Egypt, and seeing pre-Apocalypse before he became Apocalypse, I was like, holy shit, they're doing this. And then seeing Scott, Cyclops and Jean in the future, seeing a young Cable, and them saying goodbye to Cable, and Cable accepting Jean like another mother. Again, even though she's not. Again, it's really weird. And then them fighting against Sinister, and then freaking Jean using the Phoenix powers to take on Bastion and Sinister. That was amazing. Oh my god, dude. She made them her bitches. I loved it. And will we see Gambit again? That's going to be a big mystery. There's so much they could do with this franchise. So many stories. There's so much that we could be seeing. There was so much, like, everybody's saying, oh, X-Men's not doing good. X-Men's not doing good. Dude, fans are going to keep this alive. I'm going to tell you this right now. Fans of the 90s that love this are going to try to keep this alive, and I'm one of them. I want more of this. As much as we got, I wanted more. Dude, I want an Iron Man series. I want a Captain America series. I want a freaking Spider-Man series to continue what we saw. I want those characters back. I want to be that kid again that can sit down and enjoy watching these stories that were created, you know, to continue variations of the comics that were based off the comics and did the best they could, rather than all the other stuff that Marvel's done. And a lot of people are saying this is what could save Marvel. Very well, it possibly could. But at the same time, we need to give time to cook after all this and actually be able to enjoy it and go, hey, maybe Marvel finally got their head out their ass. Maybe. But I doubt it. But again, it's always one good show is going to stand out against so many other horrible projects. Because again, it's just this and, of course, Deadpool and Wolverine. That's it. And there are other things here that I'm hoping that they don't do something weird with Morph and Wolverine, because again, of some of the key items they're doing with Morph is like, dude, Morph and Wolverine are friends. That's it. They're nothing more, so don't try. You know, Wolverine is in love with Jean, because again, we see how Morph says, okay, he says, she's not here to say it, but I can. And he morphs into Jean, telling him to, you know, I love you and stay with me. And I think, honestly, he did that as a friend, because he knows that Logan is in love with Jean. But again, he's letting her go to be with Cyclops, because again, that's all that whole triangle we've seen for years. And then we don't know what happened with Storm. We know that Bishop came back to help Forge, and they're trying to see other X-Men. We saw, you know, Colossus. We saw Scarlet Witch on the wall. So again, he's trying to find other potential X-Men or other ones to become X-Men, so that way they can still protect the area, because now we don't know where really no one is. You know, they're either in the future, they're missing, or they're in the past, which nobody knows. And it makes me wonder what stories they're going to take and where exactly they're going to go from here. But guys, this series, I feel like it just blossomed into something that I think no one expected. I think a lot of people were expecting this to fail. I think people were still expecting this to fail. And I think a lot of people were expecting just, you know, hey, it's here, let's see how it does. Yeah, there's a lot of people that had issues with this, whether it be from animation to voice acting to some of the stories. Whatever issues you had, I have very minor issues with this. Very minor. And I can't wait to see more of X-Men 97. I'm waiting for another season. I'm eagerly waiting for another season. I want another season. I want to see other characters make a debut. If they can show from Spider-Man to Daredevil to Captain America to Iron Man to Doctor Strange to Black Panther, that says a lot. That says a lot on what we can expect. Or hopefully try to expect. But guys, what were your thoughts of X-Men 97, the first season? Was it a banger? Was it in the middle? Was it bad? Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you as always on the next one.